So hi, my name's Dr. Iain Taylor. I'm a senior lecturer in music at University of the West of Scotland, and I'm the programme leader for commercial music on the Ayr campus.
Hello, my name is Thompson. I am a UWS student and I do commercial music.
As a co-programme leader for the Aimee music course, what's the main genre of music you're interested in?
Personally, I have a fairly eclectic taste in music. I think kind of most people who do my job would have to. As a musician, kind of like a lot of my background as a performer was in kind of indie, and pop. As a listener, I love all kinds of things, you know, kind of from kind of like EDM to avant-garde jazz through to like really extreme metal, kind of depending on what I'm looking to get out of the music at any given point.
I'm more into classic rock like the Beatles, Beach Boys, Genesis, as well as stuff like rap, like The Weeknd, Young Fathers I'm really into now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very much interested in kind of classic rock. Particularly, you mentioned the Beatles, and you know, we've been discussing this with my students a lot recently because you maybe noticed in the news that the Beatles released a new record, which seems kind of insane. But they used AI to take John Lennon's voice off of an early demo. Frankly, I feel a little uncomfortable with that. In terms of rap music and things like that, massive fan of rap and hip hop across a whole range of genres. Young Fathers are fantastic. I mean, in terms of genre, kind of one of the important things that I try to stress to my students is, look, I'm 37 years old, right? I'm not here to try and tell you what's cool or what's interesting, because like I'm neither cool nor interesting, and that's not what I'm meant to be here for. So my job's not to try and lead students to any particular genres so much as it is to kind of help them understand their own relationship to music, their own kind of taste in genre, and I guess kind of to reflect a little bit on what it is about certain genres that excites them. Our students need to have an in-depth relationship to their own musical practice and their own taste and things like that. We also have to have an understanding of, from a commercial perspective, like what is happening right now, kind of what sounds, what styles, what kind of modes of arrangement are.
How would you say your favourite genres differ from your parents or other older people you know?
I'm going to be honest, it's pretty similar. I'm not going to lie. A lot of people tell me that I'm an old soul, so I like, you know, classic rock. I would say it's not that different from what my mum or my dad likes. I think my dad's a bit more varied. He's like into the Smashing Pumpkins and Blur, I would guess. I'm into very lo-fi stuff.
So you'd say there's some differences, but a lot of music trends are staying the same and even coming back?
Yeah, I mean, I would say so. We have in the music team there's 10 of us, and we range from, I think the youngest member of staff is about 29, the oldest member of staff is about 65, so as you would expect there's kind of a fairly kind of broad range of tastes that kind of that cut across it. But then there's lots of interesting overlaps and similarities as well. You know, kind of think that it often surprises you what somebody who's in their 60s, if you say, well, what are you listening to? Often they have their finger on the pulse a lot more than perhaps someone my age, for instance, right? Kind of there's more to prove in kind of having that sense of what is current, what's contemporary. You know, I'm kind of in this sort of wilderness period where I'm sort of, I couldn't tell you what's trending in the charts or things like that. You know, kind of.
To close off, do you have any advice for students that are doing a course to get into the music industry?
The main thing I would sort of tell people to do is to kind of to try and be driven by that sense of kind of creativity. So that would be my advice.
I would say so. I would say if you are doing this course, I would say make connections, get to know people. It's a very good thing to make those connections now when you're early. As well as that, I would say persevere with what you are doing because it gets really good.